Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9 Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced
And welcome to the presentation of the Broadcasting Club for St. Augustine Rugby. I'm Nicholas Campano.
And I'm Coach Brumel.
Here we are in Richmond, New Jersey with a matchup for the Hermits St. Augustine versus the Green Wave of Delbarton. Last game in this series was a close game, St. Augustine losing, and now looking to make a comeback here and win the second game of the series. What do you think, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great rivalry over the past couple years. I mean, last state championships between in NJ Rugby have been between these two teams, so it's been a great run. It's been a lot of good games, a lot of close games, and we'll see if it's another one here today.
So we kick off here at St. Augustine. Both teams, I think, looking in the first 5 minutes to feel each other out, looking where they can attack, look where the weak points are and the strong points are of each other's defense and offense. I don't think much flashy passing or big runs will be going on here in the first 5 minutes, but dominance is what's going to be the difference between these two teams here, setting up dominance and setting up the influence of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. You don't want to, when you got two good teams, you don't want to take those risks, especially early. Give up a big try on like a broken play, turnover. I think you're right. I think both these teams will be a little conservative out the gate and see.
Just for confirmation, Hermits of St. Augustine in the blue and the Green Wave of Delbarton in the green and white stripes. Right now, both teams look to just be making attempts at running through the middle of the field, trying to feel each other out, see if they can make any big breakthroughs. Looks like both teams here not going for much, going into the rucks much, because they're looking to just create offense and just make sure that they don't get scored on here early, just to put them in an early deficit. Looks like the penalty against St. Augustine, Delbarton will have the ball. St. Augustine gets set. Delbarton kicks out of play. It will be St. Augustine's ball. This first line out especially will be really important to see who can come up with the ball here. Whichever team comes up with the ball here will look to make a push really hard on the outside of the opposite field and look to try to get a try in the opening minutes of the game. Delbarton gets it.
Yeah, so what do you think? I mean, it's when you get your own line out, it's usually you're keeping possession, right? Not a turnover too often.
Yeah, not a turnover. You're looking to keep possession, keep moving your offense forward. You'll see Delbarton continuing to pound the inside of the St. Augustine line.
Like I said, I mean, the last time, one of the last state championships we had Rugby versus Delbarton. It was a close one. They had actually beaten them pretty good earlier in the year, and then Delby came back, was actually winning the last maybe 10, 15 minutes of the game. The Hermits were able to get a late try and retake the lead. So, like I said, a lot good competitive rivalry here. I'm expecting a pretty good game.
Yeah, as you said, Coach, a very good rivalry between these two teams. Historically, been great matchups at Delbarton and at St. Augustine. Both teams been amazing sports. It's always a great show when these two teams match up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way. Usually when St. Augustine's going up against Delbarton in any sport, it means you've had a good year. Whether it's, we've faced them in 3 straight baseball state finals, faced them in lacrosse a lot at the end of the year. Delby's, I mean, one of the top athletic programs in the state. And like in rugby, like you said, it's usually Delby, us, and CBA. So whenever you get the top teams together, it usually means for some good sports. It's not just rugby today, but like I said, I mean, I'm hoping to see Delby again in baseball in a few weeks. That means we'll both be back in the state final.
No matter what sport it is, it's always a great game to see. But now we have a line out in the St. Augustine portion of the field. Maybe Delbarton looking to attack and maybe score a try here by switching the opposite field. And Delbarton keeps it here. And now you're starting to see both teams start to get out of the feeling each other out period. They're looking to try to force turnovers and attack right now, as you see Delbarton continuously pounding the middle of the field. Going right back to it here.
Yes.
Ooh, and they make a little breakthrough into the field.
I was just about to say they're slowly and methodically making their way downfield, and then he breaks off a good little run, gets even closer to the Hermits try area. getting close to the out-of-bounds marker. I'm sure the Hermits will try and force him out, but as expected, Delby kind of turns it back inside. Stay away from that turnover, being forced out of bounds.
Interesting to see here. Both teams not really going in for rucks, as you see a turnover forced by St. Augustine, with Dominic Safidi recovering the ball.
Yeah, it's a big play. I mean, Delby looked like they were on the march, and big turnover there for the Hermits, trying to get a little possession, a little control of the ball, settle things down a little bit. There's a kick. Try and flip the field.
Well, that's a great bounce for St. Augustine, looking like they could possibly recover it, but great attempt at running the ball by the Delbarton player.
Yeah, things changed in an instant. I mean, especially with an oblong ball like that. Looked like it was going to be a great bounce for St. Augustine. Maybe they could even fall on it, but instead the Delby returner makes a great run upfield, gets it over midfield, and starts the green wave attack.
Now Delbarton starting to come towards the near side of the field. Throw it to the outside, a move inside. Oh, and drops the ball. Looks like it's going to be a penalty committed against Delbarton. It'll be St. Augustine ball.
Was that a knock-on call, Nick? Do you know?
I believe it was a knock-on call.
I say any viewers at home will have to excuse my slight ignorance of all the rules and maybe official signals, but it looks like the Hermits will go into a scrum here.
First scrum of the day here.
Was that Davis as the scrum half?
I believe so. Looks like St. Augustine looking to retain possession on this play, obviously, and make their way down the field.
Now on these scrums, like you got to put it in the middle, but you don't really put it in the middle.
Yeah, you want to try to have the ball put into the middle and kick back to your possession so that you can make your way down the field. Now, most of these scrums end up in possession of the team that the penalty was called against on the opposite. Yeah. So in this case, Delbarton was called the penalty on. It was St. Augustine's ball. St. Augustine put the ball into the scrum, and St. Augustine retained possession. Yeah. But then Delbarton, very good at forcing turnovers, just forced one there. Penalty committed against St. Augustine. It'll be Delbarton's ball. So far, neither team really moving into the either team's half. St. Augustine not really going far into Delbarton's half. Delbarton has made the most progress, almost making it to the 22-meter line. Looks like it'll be the second scrum of the day here, directly in the middle of the field.
Now, is the 22-meter line that dotted line right near where they're at right now, or is that the solid line a little closer to the...
It's going to be the solid line a little closer to the field goal post.
But yeah, I mean, you figure like a close game like this, neither team really gotten in full advantage of the W with a good run here. You wonder if this game could come down to a kick. You know, I mean, whether it's a penalty and you take the kick there, or it's a missed extra point. I know June's has been great for the Hermits this year. I'm not sure about Delbarton's kicker, but like I said, a good program like that, I'm sure they got somebody, especially when they got an elite level soccer program. I'm sure they try and recruit out of there. But yeah, close game like this could come down to a kick.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, usually, no matter what sport it is, usually these games come down to the slightest of margins. Just as there, that's a great catch by St. Augustine, but they've committed a penalty. It'll be Delbarton's ball.
Yeah, he tried to kick it over him. Davis just scooped it out of the air, started to run. But yeah, unfortunate for the Hermits. There's a penalty against them there. Great play by Davis, nonetheless, even though it didn't count.
No matter in soccer, if it comes down to a goal, rugby, if it comes down to a try, or even an extra point, these games are always amazing to watch here. As you see, in the first few minutes, no team really gaining any offensive advantage, as both teams are predominantly defensive. They're known for their defense around the league, is what you would say. But right now, Delbarton getting looks like the first offensive chance of the game. They can retain this line out.
Yeah, they're right at the 22 line. Like I said, if anybody's new to rugby, again, you got to put it down on the ground in the try area for it to count. And then wherever you put it down, take it from that point as far back as you want to kick the, say extra point, but it's really 2 points. 5 for a try, 2 for an extra point.
Looks like Delbarton here getting close to St. Augustine try line.
Yeah, it's a dangerous area for the Hermits right now.
St. Augustine here will be looking to get people into the rocks to stop the progression of Delbarton. Moving slowly as you do. Looks like very, very close to the line, but not yet a try for Delbarton. St. Augustine here looking to make a defensive stand. Pushing him back here. The far corner of the field, looking to switch now. You can hear St. Augustine players going into the ruck, but Coach Towell, coach of St. Augustine rugby team, along with Coach Conover, telling St. Augustine to back up and hold the defensive line. Penalty committed against St. Augustine. Now they're going to go almost back to the try line, and now they're going to look to make a defensive stop. Delbarton takes the kick quick here.
Yeah, that quick tap, start running. Like they said, they're only a few yards away from that try or the end zone.
And it looks like Delbarton has committed a penalty here. St. Augustine gets a big break. It'll be St. Augustine ball. They take it quickly. Quick pass on the outside.
Yeah, that's a huge call. Huge break for the Hermits there. Delby looked like they were knocking on the door just, seconds away from getting the first try of this game. But Hermits are fortunate to catch a break. They need to take advantage here. At least, flip the field a little bit. Can't give Delby the ball back this close to your end zone.
As you can say in every sport, often it can change in an instant. As you see, St. Augustine kicking the ball into the Delbarton side of the field, looking to possibly switch the field. But a great return by the Delbarton player. St. Augustine looking to push them out of the ruck to retain the ball. Oh, and a breakthrough by the Delbarton player. Junto, the only one back, and a great defensive play. Ball goes out of bounds.
Who was it on? I know he kind of threw it back, but it almost looked like a Hermits player was in the way of that pass. He's conferring with his AR right there. Looks like some of the parents are chirping in from the sideline, wanting to give their opinion to the ref. I haven't seen a signal yet of who will get this thrown. It looks like the Hermits, actually. Yeah, so a big break there. I mean, I would say big break, but it's still pretty dangerous right now. Even if you get this, Delby's going to put the pressure on. You're basically in your own end zone. So after you get this throw, I wouldn't be surprised to see a kick, try and flip the field position a little bit.
I would not be surprised either. St. Augustine, it's very hard to work out of your own side of the field in rugby, so most likely St. Augustine, if they retain the ball here, will get the ball, try to kick it to the opposite field.
Not the best throw in the world, almost intercepted by Delbarton. There's that kick.
Said right there, kick. That's a beautiful kick to the opposite side of the field. And a great slow bounce. St. Augustine possibly get it. Oh, that was a great play by that Delbarton player to act like he was going into the ball and step back to get the ball. And now Delbarton has it right here.
Yeah, great job. I mean, the returner for Delbarton's having a great game. A couple big returns. Like you said, that was a good play right there. Getting Delby a lot of field position today. So what is that? Is he a winger? What would you call that position, the guy that's been returning these kicks for Delbarton?
I would say that's an accurate statement to call him that. I'd say. Looks like another penalty committed against St. Augustine here. Delbarton will start the ball.
They'll go for another line out.
Another line out.
Yeah, close to the Hermit zone. So what is it? If it's inside the 22, you get to throw in your own line outs if you kick it out of bounds?
I believe so. Yes, that is what the rules are, I think. And here we're barely 20 minutes past in the first half. How do you think the game's gone so far?
I mean, I think it's about how we expected. Both teams are kind of feeling each other out. It's been, I want to say even. No one's really getting big plays, but I mean, Delbarton. We spent the most amount of this game in the shadow of the Hermits goalpost. So Hermits are doing a good job, but Delby's got control of this game so far. Hermits will need to pick it up if they're going to want to pull out a win today.
I would say that's an accurate statement. I say it's been a tightly contested game so far, but obviously Delbarton has spent a lot more time in the opposing half than St. Augustine has.
Yeah, you figure between the Hermits' own 22 and midfield is where most of this game's been spent. So if the Hermits are going to pull out a win today, they're going to need to start to put a little more pressure on Delbarton.
Now 20 minutes passing here. This is where both teams are going to look to start to go to the wing more often, try to make some big runs and break through the other team's line to get farther into the opposing zone right now. As you see, the second scrum of the day, I believe, here will be near the St. Augustine goal line.
It looks like Davis, scrum half for the Hermits, will be feed the ball in.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It looks like it'll be a forward touch by St. Augustine. It'll be a knock-on by St. Augustine, and it'll be Delbarton's ball.
Like I said, I mean, Delby's been putting a lot of pressure on. You figure they're not going to take a kick here. Wind's blowing in their face a little bit, not too much, but the wind is blowing right to left on your TV screen there.
Yeah, the wind is a little bit of a problem, I'd say. I said Delbarton here would not be looking to just get
No.
3 points. They say they'd be looking to get 5 points, maybe possibly 7 if they get the extra point.
Yeah, they've
but,
been knocking on the door, so you figure they're going to try and punch it in here.
Yeah, them seeing that they can get that far into the St. Augustine zone, say it's giving them confidence that they can get farther into the St. Augustine and possibly score a try. On a great fake pass by the Delbarton player, gets it farther into the St. Augustine zone.
It's another foul on Delbarton this time. Yep, the Hermits will have the ball, so we're going to get another turnover. Hermits have been getting a few fortunate turnovers as Delby's been getting in a good threatening position, but they got to take advantage. Like I said, you got to start flipping the field position. You got to start playing a little bit more in Delbarton's half of the field.
Both teams binding on to the opposition here. Ball's fed in. Stays in. St. Augustine retains possession. Looking to attack the wing here. St. Augustine breaking down the wing here. Looks like they have it. A broken tackle. Ball pops out. Both teams will jump on it. Looks like St. Augustine will still have the ball here.
Yeah, I think that was Bumbernick that had that first break for the Hermits, kind of broke the field position. It was a great run. He's going to play, at Penn State next year, so just kind of break the Hermits needed to flip the field position a little bit.
That's all you need. Just one big run down the wing, and the game can completely flip right now. As St. Augustine looks like they have the attacking momentum here.
Yeah, I think Bumbernick flipped it to Danzy. Danzy almost got away for the long try. Ooh, would have been a knock on there for the Hermits, but Delbarton took possession anyway.
Yeah, Bumpernick, one of the premier passers of the St. Augustine team, known for his precision passing. And now with another turnover, St. Augustine gets the ball.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a knock on.
Well, it'll
Delbarton.
actually be a knock on against St. Augustine. Looks like it'll be Delbarton ball. Delbarton here has it. So they're going to kick it out for another line out. Very far into the St. Augustine side of the field.
Yeah, almost 20 minutes in. Is that still scoreless?
Still scoreless. Been a great game. A little past halfway through this first half. Delbarton retains possession on the line out. The kick attempt looking to send one of the Delbarton players forward to potentially score a try. But that is a great play by Will Bumpernick, one of the premier seniors of the St. Augustine team. Penalty against Delbarton. Looks like it'll be St. Augustine ball.
Kick it out of bounds. Go for a line out. It's a shame that there's no hardware on the line this year for when these teams meet up. Rugby NJ figured some of the team attendances or numbers were down. Not as many guys playing this year, so just to keep it safe and not risk someone being disqualified because of Corona, they decided not to do a state championship this year. So we're playing each team twice, getting a couple more games in, just making sure we get it in. So glad we're getting the games in, but part of me wishes that there's some hardware on the line.
Yeah, it has to be devastating here for the seniors not having the opportunity to play for a state championship, but obviously NJ Rugby wanting to give them something to play for, giving them more games than they had the previous year, so that they can get experience for college.
After last year, nothing happened, and it's good to just get any games in at all.
Obviously, due to COVID, one player can ruin an entire event for NJ Rugby. So keeping it safe, obviously, I believe they made the right call. Just having each team play each other twice, it's going to get some spirit competition in. And even though there's no actual hardware on the line, pride will be on the line for every team here.
Yeah.
That's a great play by St. Augustine, moving through the middle of the Delbarton side of the field, still breaking a tackle. St. Augustine retains possession, looking to attack the near side of the field.
It was Doug Hiles there. Now Junta passes the ball out. Ooh, knock on.
Unfortunate knock on. It's tampered that offense possession by St. Augustine, but that was a very good play running down the middle of the field. Doug Hiles, another one of the best seniors on this St. Augustine team. Another scrum here will ensue, near side of the field. Ball goes in. Delbarton retains possession. Looking to attack the far side of the field. St. Augustine has the manpower over there, but it looks like Delbarton's attacking very well. Now it's a great play by St. Augustine defenders to tackle them before Delbarton could make a big push.
Yeah, he started to get help. He got a little nervous there. Thought that maybe they'd be able to break a long one.
A penalty against Delbarton. It'll be St. Augustine's ball. Again, both of these teams very good at defense, as you've seen. A lot of turnovers in this game caused by the incredible defense. And now St. Augustine will have a line out on Delbarton side of the field. This is the first major offensive possession for St. Augustine in this game.
Yeah, about a little less than 15 minutes left in the half. Let's see if they can't do anything here.
St. Augustine taking possession again. Coming down the near side. Almost another knock on there, but a great pass. Another penalty against Delbarton. Looks like a high tackle. It'll be St. Augustine's ball. You can see right there, St. Augustine players discussing what they're going to do here. Now it looks like another kick out of bounds. It'll be another line out for St. Augustine.
Scafidi gets ready to start the line out and to get an assist from the mom there to get the ball back into play. And the Hermits, yeah, like I said, the first real threat of the day.
St. Augustine gets it. Moving towards the middle of the field. And a stumble by the St. Augustine player, but a great recovery. Chris Junta looking to go, passes to Will Bumpernick.
Foul called, not sure on who yet. Looks like Delbarton as the Hermits have nope, they rolls it over to Delbarton, so a foul on the Hermits. Again, it seems like both teams making turnovers as soon as they get inside the 22.
And as we said here, not only for the seniors but for the parents to come out and be able to watch rugby for the first time in a while, as there was no 15 season in the spring of 2019. Or the spring of 2020, rather. And I just think it's great to see all these people here watching this game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody being safe, masked up for the most part, socially distant, but, you know, the outdoor sports, everybody being outside, a lot of people getting vaccinated. It's great that everything's a little safer where we can get some live sports back in our life.
As you can see on this near camera angle, it's going to be a close-up of the line out for both teams.
Oh, bad throw there by Delbarton.
St. Augustine's going to return here. Now, nearly 25 minutes into this game, which it says on the clock. What do you think so far of both teams offensively?
I mean, both teams, I guess, have lacked that, like, killer instinct. There's a couple times it looked like Delby was going to break it, and then the Hermits, like, I guess, biggest threats is, like, it looked like Bumbernick or Junta was going to break it a couple times, but nobody's been able to have that final killer instinct to get it there, except we got a big run here.
As you just mentioned here, Will Bumpernick breaking it through, number 15, as he gets tackled.
And his teammates quick up to join him, try and keep possession.
Now, obviously, be a penalty against Delbarton. You cannot do that. Can't go through the side of the ruck.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, we're about 25 minutes in. The time on your scoreboard is not exact. If this is more like watching, the professional soccer game where the referee's got the time, he'll add on stoppage time or whatever. Ooh, good.
Very well-placed kick here. St. Augustine will get the ball.
Yeah, it was a great attempt there by the Delbarton player to try and catch it, tap his feet, keep his possession so maybe he could kick it back, but just far enough of a kick or he wasn't able to keep it in bounds and win back Delbarton to possession. So yeah, it'll be a good throw, or a throw in a dangerous area for the Hermits.
This is by far the farthest St. Augustine have made it here into the Delbarton side of the field. As Dominic Scafidi will throw the ball in. St. Augustine will retain possession.
Pushing forward, but yeah, can't quite get there.
Now, as you see here, I believe St. Augustine will just be going for maybe one pass and just running it straight in to try to get the quick try. As both teams playing very good goal line defense right now, as you see. Delbarton not easy to give up a try.
No, yeah, Hermit's getting close to that out of bounds. You're going to switch it back to the middle. You don't want to lose possession.
When the ball is dropped here. Looks like Delbarton is recovered. Both teams playing very good goal line defense here. St. Augustine could not convert.
Yeah, neither team wants to give up that first try. It's good goal line defense, like you said, by Delbarton.
Deep kick by the Delbarton player. Looks like it'll be going out of bounds at around the half-field line. It'll be a line out for Delbarton. Correction, will be a line out for St. Augustine. Oh, and the St. Augustine player drops the ball. Delbarton gets possession. And right here, as you can see, a great close-up shot by St. Augustine. By the St. Augustine crew team here.
I got senior Anthony Ambrose on the camera down low.
Well, a great tackle by St. Augustine, but actually it will be, in fact, a penalty against St. Augustine players. You are not allowed to lift a player off the ground and slam them down in rugby. That is a penalty and can sometimes be a yellow card if it's a bad enough tackle.
Yeah, sometimes people still learn in the game. You know what I mean? You're just used to watching, say, football on TV, just making the tackle any way you can, but you can't slam him down, you can't go for a high tackle. There's little penalties like that. But Delby will have the ball around midfield, like we said, maybe 7-8 minutes left or so in this half, depending on the extra time added by the referee.
Right here, Delbarton will have the line out. That was a poor throw by the Delbarton scrum half. Now the ball will go into the St. Augustine side.
Go for a kick.
Now a kick to the opposite side of the field by St. Augustine. I think that was Will Bumpernick who kicked that.
And not as much there. Hermit's doing a good job containing it. You know, Delbarton's winger have been doing a great job with these returns, but actually Hermit's were able to get a turnover right here. Oof. I believe that'll be a knock on earlier. Yeah, once That's the thing with rugby is you fumble a pass, it's probably going to be a knock on the team's ball. So he lets it go in case Delbarton scoops it up and gets anything out of it. But you got to have sure hands if you don't want to create any, or if you don't want to give the other team any turnovers.
Another scrum here ensuing on the near side of the field.
See, this one a lot more low scoring. Like I said, the last time these two teams met, Delbarton won 29-12. Hermits made some adjustments, I guess, over the last week or so, and are able to, at least to this first half, play good defensively. Even though Delbarton had a lot of possession around the Hermits 22, they've been doing a good job of keeping them off the board so far. Good play by Junta to kind of knock the ball out. Ooh, an interception!
And a great play by St. Augustine. Looks like St. Augustine's going to score a try here.
What a play. Just stepped in front of the pass.
Looks like this play is not going to count.
Oh. I guess it was a knock on earlier. Yeah, I guess I missed that.
Even though it doesn't count, what a play by St. Augustine here.
Yeah, Danzy just kind of stepped in front of it and took it away. But, I mean, that's in a tight game like this where nobody's really going. It's going to be a play like that could decide it. So, good instincts there by Danzy. Intercept. Even if it doesn't count. It's still a good play there by Danzy.
Getting St. Augustine's team momentum, even though the play does not count. I believe the foul occurred when Junta stripped the ball out of the Delbarton player, which is illegal in rugby, and the ball went to Delbarton player. Delbarton player threw it, and it was
so good call. And I'm not saying it's not the correct call, but it was a good play there by Hermits. Looks like another foul on
Same exact penalty happening.
Yeah, I mean, I like them being aggressive. They're trying to get something going. Like I said, it's 0-0. We're almost done this first half. So I like Junta being aggressive, especially this area of the field. You give up a foul, it's not the biggest deal in the world. You're not that close to your own try.
Yeah,
so
I mean, both teams taught to be aggressive towards the middle of the field. Now there'll be another line out here for Delbarton. Delbarton retains possession here. Bouncing ball towards the middle of the field. Now both teams here in the center of the field not really looking to have too many men in the ruck, because in an instant a team can break through on the wing, and if you're outnumbered, it could be a try for either team. Yeah,
so you're saying more men on the ruck, you're more likely to potentially get a turnover, but the more men you commit there, the more likely it is to, whoever wins the ball is going to have a...
I mean, it's a double-edged sword, and especially in the middle of the field towards the end of half, you don't really want to...
Yeah.
You don't really want to do that.
Yeah, you might see that more towards the end of the game if one team's losing, but yeah, right now nobody's really committing too many guys.
Delbarton attacking the far side of the field, but now reverses it into the middle of the field. Now, as you might have seen here, Delbarton usually in the middle of the field will have 4 or 5 guys stacked up in sort of a cluster, I'd say. And now there's a breakthrough by Delbarton. 2 players back for St. Augustine. That is Bumpernick and Junta, and a great tackle by Will Bumpernick.
Yeah, the great pass there by the Delbarton guy. Almost got it to his teammate, who then broke it off, but Hermits going to need to hold here, Pat, the last couple minutes in this first half. But again, it is more like professional soccer in that, it's good though. He'll let the play end before, he'll call time. It's not like a clock hits 0 and the half's over. So the Hermits got to weather this storm right here, right towards the end of the first half.
Delbarton here will be looking to get about maybe 1 or 2 passes and then just ramming it through the St. Augustine middle of the field.
Yeah, Hermit's got some big bodies in the middle of the field, so they should be prepared for that. You got some former wrestlers out there, former football players, but it's going to be a tight hole to try and keep them out of the off the scoreboard here. Like I said, this late in the half, you wonder if if the Hermits commit a penalty, Delby might just take the kick and get the points and get out of there. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, I'd say if you watch Delbarton, if St. Augustine commits a penalty, to just take the points, get into the half with a 3-0 lead, and just an errant pass by Delbarton, and it'll be a line out for St. Augustine. St. Augustine again gets another big break here.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Hermits playing great defense, especially as you get inside their 22. However, Delby's kind of shooting themselves in the foot sometimes. So that's one thing to watch out. Is if Delby cleans up those mistakes, they could be lethal if you keep letting them get close to your end zone.
I mean, as you said earlier, not many pure rugby players out here. Rugby, being a spring sport, pulls from all of the big and athletic bodies, from wrestling, soccer, football, sports like that, even fall and winter crew, you could say.
Yeah. It's like not a lot of kids play rugby before they get here, so it's not like you got a talent pool coming in. It's a lot of kids that'll just see it for the first time their freshman, sophomore year and decide to join. But it looks like that'll be half. So the Hermits do weather that storm, despite a couple big runs by Delbarton right there at the end.
Great defensive plays by St. Augustine, and we'll send it into the half.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you, who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California, and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web.
Here we go here, as we return to Richmond, New Jersey. St. Augustine Prep versus Delbarton. As St. Augustine looks to kick off here at the beginning of the second half.
Like I said, I mean, if you had to look at possession, Delbarton probably had more chances over the first half, but it wasn't nothing like the Hermits couldn't handle. As it looks like Delbarton will start with bad field position to start the second half.
It's a great play by St. Augustine, but now Delbarton kicks it out of their own zone.
You figure that play gets, and results in the kick, which allows the Hermits to take over pretty close to Delbarton's 22. So great start for the Hermits in the second half. Bad turnover there. I'm assuming that'll be a knock on. But yeah, like I said, Delbarton, probably a little more possession, a little more chances in the first half, but the Hermits were also threatening too. So even though Delby won the first game, this is far from over. These are pretty even teams. So Hermits, at least to start this second half, look like they're playing a little better.
Now looks like Delbarton will retain possession here. Almost a great tackle by St. Augustine.
Yeah, almost a great tackle, but it was a little risky, so Delby breaks the tackle and then gets a bunch of yards right after. So Delbarton in business. Danzy almost with a good play to try and get a turnover in that ruck there, but not quite able to get it. It looks like there's a Hermits player down injured. But he'll hop up. Looks like Rodriguez is fine. But yeah, I mean, a couple aggressive plays there. Like we said, the first half they were feeling each other out. Hermits went for the big tackle big turnover, missed. Delbarton with a huge play to kind of, like I said, flip the field position. And then the Hermits went for another turnover there, but now they'll get the scrum throw. Roll. I don't know how you would describe it, but
a great shot here by Anthony Ambrose. Now penalty committed. Delbarton commits a penalty, and it'll be St. Augustine ball. St. Augustine here, having the ball in the middle of the field. And a roll forward for St. Augustine. Still have the ball. Looking to attack the far side of the Delbarton line. Looks like it'll be a high tackle against Delbarton. It'll be St. Augustine ball once again.
yeah, Bummerdick with a good run there. Almost broke it off.
St. Augustine will kick this ball. Out of play, and it looks like...
Yeah, did it go out in the end zone? I guess that would mean it would be Delbarton ball. Let's see what the referee signals.
Can't quite see from here what the signal was, but it looks like...
Looks like the Hermits are lining up for a line out. Nope, now they're dropping back. Delbarton's got the ball.
Looks like it'll be Delbarton ball. An errant kick from Junta. But now Delbarton will get the ball.
Looks like they were thinking about going for a quick tap once the referee signals that they can play, but we'll see what they do now.
John Dewar, the senior, lining up in the center. Looks like he's going to try to block the kick if there is a kick attempt by Delbarton.
To Davis on the return. Passes it out to Scafidi. On Junta running down the sideline. Good tackle.
Great tackle
there
by the Delbarton player, and it looks like...
I mean...
And Delbarton will have possession. I mean, all credit to Delbarton there. That was a great defensive play.
Yeah, that was a try, save, and tackle. It was a good job there to save some points, and he gets the turnover. I mean, can't ask for much more than that from your last man back.
Now it'll be another line out for Delbarton. Throws in the ball. And a great play by St. Augustine to tip the ball back to their side of the field. Switching sides. St. Augustine tackled. And looks like the ball will fall, and it'll still be St. Augustine ball, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's signaling for a knock-on, though, so it'll be, I think Delbarton will have it now. So it was St. Augustine's, but I believe the referee just signaled for a knock-on, and it looks like Delbarton will choose for a scrum.
You see both teams start to bind. The ball is thrown into the scrum. And Delbarton retains possession. And the ball stripped out of the hands by the Delbarton player by St. Augustine. St. Augustine still has possession. Now Big Doug Hiles running with it. So it'll be another scrum, I believe, here. the 22-meter line. Ball goes in. Comes out St. Augustine's side. St. Augustine will have the ball. Thrown to Junta, who throws it to Bumper Nick. Has it. Tackle on the far side. St. Augustine again throws it back into the middle. Big bodies in the middle, try to move the ball forward. Looks like Delbarton was not letting
Take a quick
St. Augustine out, and
take the quick
Junta
tap.
going straight at them.
Yeah, Hermit's getting close here. They're just taking that ball and just trying to ram it right up there.
Now, right here, you'll see a lot of St. Augustine bodies on the ruck to prevent a turnover from happening. Again, both teams trying to fight for it here. Looks like St. Augustine still has the ball. Doug Hiles trying to push the ball in.
They're knocking on that door. Can't seem to get past it. Like I said, both teams with good goal line defense so far today. Delbarton drives the Hermits back a little bit there.
Looks like it'll be a penalty against Delbarton. St. Augustine will look to take this quick, and he was not back 10 yards, so it'll be another penalty against St. Augustine. It looks like a try has been awarded to St. Augustine for the penalty committed against Delbarton. It'll be 5-0 St. Augustine.
So do you know what that call was, Nick? Like I said, I'm a little...
I do not, but I believe since the Delbarton player was not back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and he tackled him before that player could go 10 yards forward to try to get into the try zone, the Delbarton player tackled the St. Augustine player. And I believe, since there was not enough room left on the field, that a try has been awarded to St. Augustine.
All right, well, now we'll see if they will convert the kick. Or do you just award it and no extra point? I'm not sure, but I believe we can add 5 onto the scoreboard for the Hermits.
Looks like it will be 5-0 Hermits. Now, right there, St. Augustine catches a break, but also, I believe if that penalty was not committed, that St. Augustine still would have scored that try. As you saw, all the players were back 10 yards except for one. Smartly, Junta ran directly at that player. That player tackled him, and St. Augustine had been avoided 5 points.
Like I said, we're a little we're pulling double duty here, so I'm going to ask Nick, as I'm up top, if you want to throw 5 points on the scoreboard with the control panel next to you for the one here at the field. Everybody wearing multiple hats here for Hermits Broadcasting. As we got to kick away.
Back after some technical difficulties here. Looks like St. Augustine's actually been awarded 7 points.
So penalty try. Got the word from coaching staff, a little clarification, but penalty try. So 7 points is awarded. So I guess when that happens, they don't even, because I guess you're not sure where to put the ball down because no one actually scored the try. They just award you the full 7. So Hermits will take it. Big break for them as they take a 7-0 lead. About 12 minutes into this. Second half.
Looks like now Delbarton breaking down the near side of the field. Getting very close to out of bounds line.
Ooh.
St. Augustine looking to push them out there.
Yeah, that's a close play. I mean, Delby almost broke it off. But like you said, the Hermits trying to force him out. Delby's threatening here, trying to get that try right back. So yeah, I got to say, I mean, I haven't been around rugby the most, but that's the first penalty try I've personally seen. Delbarton goes up the middle here.
Looks like it'll be a foul here against St. Augustine. It'll be Delbarton ball. A great shot here by St. Augustine team here.
Looks like Delbarton will choose a kick. Try and cut into this lead a little bit.
Delbarton player here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect spot for it. You're straight away. You know what I mean? You can maybe 20 yards out. Like, you should be a good shot at converting as he does.
And that'll be 3 points for Delbarton.
Seven to 3. It makes sense there. W kind of had a good shot at it. You know, an easy kick. Take the points. If they can get a try, now they're going to win. Plus, you're not relying on, like, if they get a try late, you know, if it was still 7-0 and they were in the corner of the end zone, because like we said, you know, wherever you put the ball down is wherever you're going to kick your extra point from. You're not putting yourself in a weird spot. Like, you take that kick. If you're able to get a try later, you're already ahead. You don't have to worry about the placement of the ball on the try. So Delbarton elects for the points. We'll get the ball, and they're going to try and go get it again.
Now, as you may see in the future of this game, when a player on either team has a clear chance at scoring a try, as Delbarton here breaks through the line, if they have a clear opportunity to score a try, they will most likely run towards the middle of the try zone and put the ball down so that they will have a greater chance to convert the kick as a penalty here against St. Augustine. And Delbarton will have the ball almost exactly at the 22-meter line.
Yep, yeah, basically wherever you put the closer you get to the middle, the better it's going to be when you get in that try. So, yeah, Delby doesn't have to worry about it if they're on the edge, and they're going to kick it out here for a line out.
Delbarton here looking to capitalize on their previous possession after scoring, and looks like now they'll try to score a try here to possibly take the lead.
Yeah, Hermits making a couple subs. Looks like Vinny Massey and Joe Christensen are coming onto the field for the Hermits.
Far side of the field here, Delbarton looking to try to punch in another penalty against St. Augustine, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, wonder what W will choose here. Looks like they're going to go with the scrum.
It's like here the ball put into the scrum. St. Augustine gets it. Now looks like
A foul on Delbarton.
it'll be a penalty against Delbarton. St. Augustine will retain possession very deep in there on half the field. Chris Junto kicking it towards the near side, or excuse me, the far side of the field, and then it'll be another line out for St. Augustine.
I guess that area of the field, if you kick it out, I guess it goes to the other team. So it looks like Delbarton's actually going up to, lining up to get this line out. I know. I think it's like if it's inside of the 22s, you get to kick your own. Throw it out. Do the line out if you kicked it out. But here,
looks like
Hermits almost batted it back, got the turnover, but they'll be able to come up with it.
Now here, around 20 minutes through this second half, how do you think both teams have been doing offensively? Obviously, the first 2 scores of the game here as a little high tackle by Will Bumpernay.
That's a little more scoring in this second half. I mean, it looked like Delby was about to go down there and score again. So a little more scoring, a little more pressure. A couple times, like I said, people almost broke it off. Obviously, scoreless first half. Even if the Hermits were awarded their try via penalty. Like I said, the offenses are getting a little more in sync, a little more sharp. As Delbarton looks to continue that and really take the lead here.
You can see here Delbarton players discussing what they're going to try to do here on this possession.
Quick tap. Delby pushes through. Able to bowl his way pretty close to the try line.
Delbarton here switching it back towards the middle of the field, looking to attack the far side where they have the numbers advantage. Looks like it'll be a penalty against Delbarton. St. Augustine again with a great defensive play, and they retain possession.
Yeah, goal line defense. Haven't let up a try yet, despite Delbarton getting close quite a few times. So, again, they're not out of the woods here yet. It's got to be a good kick. We'll try and get possession right after, but at least live to see another day for now.
St. Augustine here preparing for another line out. Ball thrown in and tipped towards the Delbarton side.
Yeah, it was a good play there by Delbarton on the line out, able to steal possession
But it
from
looks
the
like
Hermits.
St. Augustine might... Excuse me, no, St. Augustine does not retain possession from the ruck. And now a great fake pass by the Delbarton player. And a great tackle by the senior Dominic. And now it'll be Delbarton power towards the middle of the field.
Yeah, it was a good tackle to save it for now, but Delbarton's still putting a lot of pressure on.
Now Delbarton with the numbers advantage on the side. Looks like it will be try time for Delbarton, and that is 5 points.
Yeah, so like I said, the try will make it 8-7 for Delbarton. And then like I said, this is why they kicked earlier, because now you don't have to worry about this kick. They're all the way in the corner. It's going to be tough for whoever their kicker is. Not to say you can't make it, but you're all the way on the edge. It's one of the hardest kicks for an extra point in rugby. So this is why they kicked it earlier when they had the opportunity. And then they got the ball back after the restart, the kickoff, and went down and scored the try here. It's basically exactly what they wanted when they decided to take those 3 points earlier. So we'll see if Delbarton can't make the kick to go up 10-7. Breathing room, like I said, because if the Hermits get down there late in the game, they could decide to kick, a field goal of their own, for lack of a better word. I don't think that's the exact way to say it in rugby, but kick a field goal of their own later to try and tie it up. At that point, you will be tying it up, not taking the lead. So this is still a big kick for Delbarton. It's a tough kick. Like I said, he's basically on the out-of-bounds line all the way here on the left side, the near side of your guys' screen. So as he takes the ball all the way back.
There you can see the Delbarton player lining up for the kick.
Yeah, because you can take it back as far as you want, so you got to take it back to give yourself an angle. But obviously, the farther back you take it, the farther away you're getting from the goalpost.
Hey, Reality, what up? Lines up to the field goal post, goes towards, makes the kick, and it looked like it'll be.
Yeah, that's good. What a kick from Delbarton. I mean, like I said, that's one of the more difficult extra point kicks you're going to face, just based off where the try went in. And he nailed it. There was no doubt about that one. So Delby will take a 10-7 lead here. Like I said, maybe 13 minutes left or so, roughly, in this game, and the Hermits will have to respond. Like Like I said, I know it's not like football, so the make it take it isn't exactly, a 1-to-1 like getting an onside kick, but Delby's going to get the ball back here. They're going to try and kill some of this clock off.
It's great. Two great offensive possessions by Delbarton in the middle of the second half. Both teams ramping up their offensive pressure here. And St. Augustine here will be looking to force a turnover around the middle of the field and then possibly get another try, preferably take the lead, or even just take extra point and get 3.
Yeah. I mean, it was always going to be hard to shut down this high-powered Delbarton offense the whole game. I mean, they did great jobs for it so far, but like you said, 2 straight possessions, Delbarton's able to get points on the board. So Hermits are going to have to get a turnover here. See if they can get some points of their own.
Another high tackle against St. Augustine. It'll be Delbarton ball. The kick almost hits the booth here.
Yeah, I almost worried about us up here in the press box for a second.
It'll be a line out for Delbarton here towards the near side of the field. Great close-up of the line out right here. Ball's thrown in and tipped towards the Delbarton side. Delbarton will have the ball.
Yeah, almost a turnover there. Hermits made their best effort, but Delbarton keeps possession. That was a good kick there by Delbarton. Gets it out past midfield, but the Hermits will have this line out. Got to have a good throw here. Got to keep possession. Like I said, we're coming down to the last 10 minutes or so of this game. Not a whole lot of time. You only got the 1 try so far, so it's not like the Hermits have gotten what they needed offensively. Is actually
this here towards the end of the second half, you'll see both teams, but more so St. Augustine, trying to press offensively, make sure they don't give anything up defensively. Obviously, Delbarton looking to keep the game slow and just, if they can get into the offensive third of St. Augustine, they want to just try to put down maybe just 1 try and then stay back on defense for the rest of the game.
Do you know why they moved that line out all the way down?
I do not know, and it looks like it'll be another penalty against Delbarton, and St. Augustine will have the ball.
All right, well, yeah, I'm not sure why they moved down there, but the Hermits will take it. They try for the line out. Delbarton, I thought, had a foul, and so I believe it'll be the Hermits' ball, but looks like the referee is awarding it to Delbarton. I believe they're going to take a scrum here. Looks like you always have those options. Take the scrum, take the quick kick, take the kick the field goal. Obviously not close enough for that, but you always have a couple options when the other team commits that foul.
Looks like the ball's been put in. Comes out the back of the scrum. Great tackle by Chris Junta, and now Delbarton will have the ball.
Go with another kick here. Good kick here for Delbarton. Takes a Delbarton bounce, too. Careful not to knock it on. Because a good job getting some of that yardage back. But, yeah, when that ball's bouncing like that, you can't even fumble it for a second, because if it hits off your hands or your chest and it goes forward, all of a sudden Delbarton gets that, positioning right there. So good job there to not turn it over, but the Hermits got their work cut out for them in the last, 9-10 minutes of this game.
A kick by Junta towards the near side corner. Takes a St. Augustine bounce. They could possibly get it back, but a great play by the Delbarton player to get it back.
Looks like we had an offsides earlier on that kick. So right as Junta was kicking it, one of the Hermits players was offsides. So Delbarton will get their kick a little farther up. Or I guess they're probably going to take the quick kick here. The tap and go. No?
Looks like they're going to go for a kick here.
I'll tell you what,
20,
I mean,
directly on top of the 22-meter line, they'll go for a kick.
I mean, I'll tell you what, this looks far, but after he drilled that extra point earlier from a tough angle, I mean, I'm a little nervous he's going to make it again. So this will be a boot, but he seems confident in it. Coaches are letting him do it. And like I said, I mean, I haven't seen anything so far this game that makes me think he can't make it, but it'll be a tough kick. Hermits are hoping he misses here. Got a couple guys back underneath the goal post.
I mean, both schools, top athletic programs in almost every sport. I wouldn't doubt that this kid has the leg to put this ball in.
Yeah. Even if he's got talent, it's going to be a tough one. It's far.
Lines it. And doesn't look like it's going to go in.
Just short. And the Hermits will return it. Junta kind of kicks it out across. So, honestly, it was on line. It was just right underneath it. He got more of a line drive than he probably wanted, but Delbarton will kick it back across.
That was a great kick by the Delbarton player, almost into the St. Augustine try zone.
Nope, it does go into the try zone. The Hermits will kind of touch it down. I believe that means they'll get the ball at the 22-meter line. They'll be able to kind of start it from there. Like if you were able to field the ball in your own end zone, you can kind of just touch it down and get a restart out at the 22.
Looks like here St. Augustine will be making a couple of substitutions.
Yeah, smart play there. I mean, there's a lot of Delbarton guys on rushing. It didn't make sense to really take it out of the end zone, so they'll touch it down. Get this restart out here. Looks like Junta's getting ready to kick it.
And the kick tip
partially,
by the Delbarton player.
Partially blocked. I believe
it's like it'll be another high tackle by St. Augustine by Rodriguez, and now it'll be Delbarton will have an opportunity here. And it looks like
I guess another high tackle. So I think he's going to get his get a yellow card here for Damian Rodriguez. So he's got to sub off real quick.
Looks like Will Bumpernick will come back into the game here for St. Augustine with 6 minutes remaining in the half.
Yeah, like I said, for anybody watching home, our clock is not exact. The referee's keeping the time on the field, but it'll give you a good idea how much time is left in this game. But play up to the 70th minute, actually.
And Delbarton here going for a kick.
Yeah.
If they convert this, the score will be 13-7, and then St. Augustine's only hope of coming back would be a last-minute try.
Yeah, so like I said, he's maybe 5-6 yards further up than he was when he took the last one, and he's dead on. He's not off to the side, so like I said, he's got the leg for it. We'll see if he can convert.
Takes the kick. Looks like it'll be no good, as score stays the same, just wide.
Just wide left. Another good kick. Like I said, Delbarton's being aggressive with their kicks. They obviously got a good kicker. But, yeah, they're trying to make it so the Hermits can't
come back.
Tie it on a field goal, or if the Hermits got a try and they had made that, they would have to make the extra point. Like I said, so if the Hermits get it in a compromising position somewhere all the way out to the left or right, they would then have to make the extra point if Delbarton had made one of those couple kicks. So Hermits fortunate that neither of them went in, but, again, they still got to get their offense going in the last 5 minutes or so here if they want to make that even matter.
Delbarton here pushing the ball to the outside. The numbers advantage. Running down the sideline. St. Augustine looking to push players here, and St. Augustine pushes people out of the ruck. Looks like they have the ball. And it'll be a penalty against Delbarton. St. Augustine will retain possession.
Yeah, it's a Hermits ball just around midfield. Looks like Junta's going to go for a kick and a line out.
I believe 5 or 6 St. Augustine Hermits right there were on top of that ruck trying to push the Delbarton players off it, and it worked. And now St. Augustine will have the ball in the third of Delbarton, and a kick or even a try here could potentially change the entire game. I mean, a kick ties the game, and if you get a try, you're automatically up by 2. So very exciting, as we said earlier, going to come down to a nail-biter in these final couple of minutes.
Yeah, and like you said, when you're talking about that kick, maybe tie the game. So like I said, this late in it, Delbarton can't make a mistake, can't have a foul, because then, like I said, you could give Junta a kick to try and tie the game.
Looks like that was a great catch by St. Augustine. It'll be another penalty against Delbarton. This one will not be taken quick. Delbarton player will receive a yellow card. Now each team totaling 1 yellow card in the game.
Yeah, looks like Junta's getting ready for another kick for a line out. Unfortunate there for the Hermits. Took a bad bounce, goes out the back of the end zone. So I believe Delbarton will have the ball at the 22, their own 22. Hermits were hoping to get that, just, again, using a football term, coffin corner that punt in there right in front of the end zone, get a line out real close, but it just took the bad bounce. I mean, it's an odd-shaped ball, but it took a bad bounce, kicked into the end zone, and now Delbarton will have options. Looks like they elect for a scrum.
The scrum is very important for St. Augustine. If they want to try to come back here, they could potentially try to get the ball out of the scrum, or even as soon as the ball is taken out of the scrum, an immediate tackle. And now it's a penalty against St. Augustine.
Yeah.
It'll be Delbarton ball.
A little too aggressive trying to get into that scrum, win the ball back. I mean, they're trying to make something happen in the last couple minutes here of the game. Delbarton will be able to take a little more time off the clock to go with the tap and go.
Delbarton player breaks through here. As you see, 3 people coming with him.
Yeah, he's got numbers.
On an errant pass from Delbarton.
I believe it'll be a knock-on, yeah. So, like I said, anytime you have a bad pass, you're not able to field it correctly, it's most likely going to be a knock-on as it was there. So Hermits will get the ball back. Like I said, you're running out of time. And they had a good opportunity there, got a bad break on the kick, but not much time left in the game. So it looks like the Hermits will go for a scrum. I wonder if they're going here to try and maybe, like, you're committing
a lot of men, maybe looking to go on the outside, make a quick run, as you said.
Exactly, getting everybody in the middle, so if you can get it out to someone on the outside, there's less Delbarton players out there. Maybe you break a tackle, there's less likely of help. So, I mean, nothing's perfect right now, but maybe the Hermits are trying to make something happen.
Ball comes out. Bumpernick avoids a tackle. St. Augustine here has the ball again. Takes it immediately. Junta pushing it to the opposite field. Doug Hiles running directly into the middle.
Barton almost got enough people in that ruck to get the turnover. The Hermits keep it.
Bumpernick here running with it. Tackled. Looks like he's down. Play will continue.
Yeah, Bumpernick down on the near side.
St. Augustine will still have the ball.
Go for a kick.
Here, try to get it out of bounds here. It looks like the game is over and Delbarton will win here. 10-7 is your final score.
Yeah, tough one there for the Hermits. I mean, it was a hard-fought game. It was close the whole way. Like I said, they made some adjustments from the, when they faced Delbarton the first time, but weren't able to pull it out. Credit Delbarton. They were in the Hermits' end a good amount of this game, and they just made one more play than the Hermits did today. So I think that'll wrap it up for us, for Hermits Broadcasting here. Nick, any final thoughts?
It was a great game, as we said at the beginning. It was a nail-biter here. Unfortunate to see a player hurt at the end of the game, but just overall, the game as a whole, first half wasn't very exciting. Both teams a defensive show, I'd say. Second half, both teams ramping up the offense, and both teams had equal opportunities here. It could have been anyone's game. Delbarton comes out on top, and it was a great game. That's all I got to say. What about you?
Yeah, no, that pretty much summed it up perfectly. So that'll do it for us here at the Hermits Broadcasting. Next up, I believe we have Lacrosse versus Ocean City tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And then on Tuesday, we will have the second round of the Diamond Classic as the Hermits take on Williamstown. They got a big 10-1 win over, or 11-1 win over Paulsboro the other day, and they'll look to continue their winning ways in that South Jersey tournament. And Lacrosse had a big win versus Shawnee the other day, and they're going to look to continue that versus Atlantic County rival Ocean City. But that does it for us. I'm Coach Vermel alongside Nick Campano, and we will see you next time.